Hello Art 1 students. Last week we learned about the introduction of the 4 different types of line drawing: contour, gesture, continuous line drawing, and blind contour. This week we're going to practice again, but we're going to practice with several items, and we're going to practice showing overlapping and placement and things like that. So if you remember, contour drawing is a smooth outline showing the inner and outer edges of an object. And last week we did a pear and a teapot. So today I have set up a still life with 3 objects. We still have the pear and the teapot, and then I've also added a bottle. And now we're going to figure out how to draw all those together. Usually I tell people to start with an item that's close to them. So I'm going to start with this pear. It's closest to me. And I'm going to draw it. Remember, a contour line drawing shows a smooth outline. And then I'm going to figure out where my teapot is in relationship to that. My pear and my teapot are about the same level on the table, so that means my pear will be here and my teapot will be somewhere over here close to it. They are not quite touching, and the teapot is about the same height as the pear. Remember, with contour line you can pick up your pencil. I'm going to put the little lip down here on the teapot, and then I've got the top of the teapot. Remember, I can see the back of it, so I can see the whole ellipse here. And then we have the spout. And then we will have the handle. And this is going to bleed off of my paper, which is okay. It means I'm not going to fit the whole teapot on the paper. And so now I've got my teapot and my pear laid out, and now I'm going to figure out where my bottle goes. Now my bottle is behind the pear and the teapot, and since it's further behind and further away from me, the bottom of that bottle is not going to start down here at the same place the pear did. This is called placement and perspective. So in order to make that bottle look like it's further away, I'm going to draw the bottom of the bottle about here, and then bring my lines down, and over here it's going to come down around this area right here. And then this will also bleed off the page. I don't need to try to fit it all on the page because then it would be out of proportion. So that would be what my still life would look like, and it's bleeding off the page. One thing we didn't talk about last week is it's okay to add some highlights in, especially with the glass. Sometimes a couple of highlighted areas, so if we were to shade this, we would remember where we put our highlights at. So you might have a couple highlighted areas going around. And another common thing that students do is they draw a line on the paper and they make sure everything is sitting on the line. Or they have things, what I say, growing from the bottom of the paper, where everything comes up from the bottom of the paper. When you're drawing this, I would like you to show where the bottom of each object is, and think about the relationship of where one item is compared to another. Whatever's closest to you is going to set lower on your paper. Whatever's further away from you is going to set higher on the paper, and that is going to show placement and give your sense of perspective. Remember, we're drawing in your point of view, which means you're drawing from the angle from which you see the objects, and you're going to try to show this overlapping. Notice that I do have this weird thing happening here. I drew in marker today so that you could see it, but if I were drawing in pencil, I would erase this little line here because I wouldn't have that actually showing, but everything else would be like it is. My table line isn't actually on the paper. My table line would be way back here, so I'm not even going to draw a table line. Like, what I mean is where the back of the table is, and I can't see where the front of the table edge is, so I'm not going to draw any table line whatsoever on here. Okay guys, when you're finished this drawing, and I will post the still life to your assignment, and so you're going to get a chance to draw the still life using a contour line drawing. I would like you to write contour on your paper so that you and I can both remember that it is a contour drawing. And you're going to take a picture of it and submit it to me. And something I would also like you to do this week, and this is posted in the assignment also, is I would like you to find 3 objects at your house, 3 objects of your own, and I would like you to make a still life of them, set them up so that they're overlapping just like I have here. And then on the back of your sketchbook paper, I would like you to do a contour drawing of your own 3 objects and your own still life that you've set up. Again, all of this is stated in the assignment for today. And happy drawing. Talk to you later.